Hi guys, how you doing?
Good.
Well, how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. So I've made a number of bad mistakes in my life. Not only am I a magician, but I also teach English. So yeah, it'll do it. So I'm very concerned about how people use their words correctly. And so I'm very interested in people being able to distinguish between, say, a trick and magic. Because people use those words interchangeably, right?
Yeah.
But they really, I mean, you think about it, you should be able to appreciate the difference. So when you walk away from this table tonight, I hope that what you'll be able to know is real magic when you see it, okay? So we'll start with, I'll just do a little example for you with 3 coins. All that's going to happen with these 3 coins is that they're going to fly from this hand over here to this hand over here. You're just not going to see it happen.
So just like that?
Just like that, exactly. But see, that wasn't magic, that was a trick, right? I didn't tell you what was going to happen, right? I didn't let you look at my hands beforehand. I didn't let you see exactly how many coins were in each place. I didn't tell you when it was going to happen. It's going to happen at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like that.
It's like magic.
It is like magic. See, that's magic. But here, let me try to change it up, make it a little bit harder for you. I'm going to try to make this next coin go visibly. Visibly, okay? But I can promise you something. You're not going to like it the first time.
We'll see.
See, I told you wouldn't enjoy it. I see. I was trying to.
Not as much as the first two.
Okay. Well, here I'll tell you what. I'll try to make it. If I could actually make the coin go visible, it'd go like that, right? You'd actually see it. See, thank you. I try. Although if I can make those coins jump across at my fingers like that, I'm probably cheating you if I keep the coins right here at my fingertips. If I want it to be really magical, I take the 1 coin in this hand, have the 2 here, close up my hands, keep them far apart, and then 1 coin would vanish from this hand and appear over there, just like that. Now that is pretty magical, right?
Yeah.
But then the more I think about it, I'm like, I'm not sure if that's perfect, right? Because maybe if I could do real magic, the coins would start here, and they'd appear in this hand, but they wouldn't go one at a time. They'd all go at once. But nobody can do that. So anyway, I hope you know what real magic is now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. Oh, no problem. A lot of people ask me what magic is, so allow me to illustrate using just 3 coins. All that's going to happen is this. The 3 coins are going to fly from this hand here to this hand here. You're just not going to see what happens. See, now that wasn't magic. That was a trick, okay? I didn't let you look at my hands beforehand, right? I didn't show you exactly where the coins were. I didn't tell you when it was going to happen. It's going to happen on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. No, really. Now, I can actually make this coin go visibly, but you're not going to enjoy it. Watch. Yeah, see, I told you wouldn't like it. Because if I could actually make it go visibly, it'd look like that. Now, you realize I'm probably cheating you, because if I can make the coins jump at my fingertips like that, what I really should do is hold onto the coins tightly in my hand, wiggle my thumbs, and then wait for that coin to vanish from here and appear over here. Now, of course, I mean, that's pretty impressive, but if I was a real magician, what I'd do, I'd put all 3 coins in this hand here, and I'd wait. And when I wiggled my thumbs, the coins would go across, but all at once. But no one can do that. So this is the explanation for a routine I refer to as 3Y. And I'm not a really big fan of the routine. But I find that it does have some uses. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that you could use 3 fly as a lesson. So for me, it's sort of the idea of why do magic at all? So that's why I call this 3Y. You're going to need 3 coins. I have 3 very soft half crowns here, and I'm not using them for their softness. I'm using them for their size, so that they're a little bit bigger. And you need an expanded shell. So 3 coins and expanded shell. You can start talking about and displaying the 3 coins. I'm not, usually I've produced them at this point, so people have probably already looked at them. I'm not concerned about them taking a look at the coins right now. But when I'm ready to begin the routine, I flip the stack over so that you can see the fan of 3. The coin with the shell is one closest to me. And what I do is I do what is called an edge flip move. You're going to steal the bottom coin off with your second finger, doing what I call a flip steal. You push inward with the second coin, and it flips along the bottom of the coin on top of it. Now it's in full contact with the thumb here at this point, and then my middle finger just keeps bending in, and the coin goes right into edge grip. So from here, right into edge grip. Now I do this while the hands are together as I'm just sort of talking, and so it's not one of those moments that are very, there's a lot of heat in your hands. And it's not going to be, because this happens, as this happens, the right hand is going to do the one-handed unnesting motion. So by holding the coin with the index finger and with middle finger and thumb, and squaring them up with the index finger and third finger, if you lean back a little bit, it allows that coin to fall out of the shell. And then you can then immediately fan. So from the audience perspective, this is very fast. This is, you're just talking, you're talking about synonyms and words, and they're like, oh God, shut up, English teacher. And what you're doing is that you do the move on one hand and move in the other. So it looks like you're just kind of fiddling with the coin, just square them up, come back. There's not a lot of heat in the hands. So I have one coin in edge grip. I have regular coin, shell, regular coin. I'm going to do a sequence that I picked up from my buddy Eric Jones. That's a very instantaneous moment in terms of the tempo of the first coin going across. I'm going to take the three coins, I'm going to transfer them to this hand. I'm going to say the coins are going to fly from this hand to this hand. And as I say to this hand, I'm going to pop out the coin out of edge grip. My middle finger just goes underneath it, it rides forward, and my thumb pushes down. And that allows that coin to really pop out there. So, show here, my second finger curls underneath and just lets that coin sort of balance there so my thumb can then push down and push it to the fingertips really quickly. So it comes in out of edge grip, and it just sort of floats there on the second finger so then my thumb can push, and it pops out. So from the front, it looks just like that. And with a little bit of a shake, it's the finger motions are barely visible. At the same time I'm doing this, I nest the shell, or nest the coin inside the shell, so that by the time the audience looks back over here, there's only two coins, and it's very clean. So the tempo is, the three coins are simply going to fly from this hand to this hand. You're just not going to see it happen. And that little bit of a wrist turn helps out with the rhythm there as well. And now I pause and I say, no, that's not magic. That was a trick. You didn't know where to look. And I take this coin, I place it back here. And this is something that I came up with, and I've noticed that R. Paul Wilson uses the same sort of moment to put this coin back in order to steal an extra coin. So he'll put this coin back and he'll show his hand. And I do the same thing. It's this nice moment where you say, look, there's nothing, I didn't just look at the hands. And as I come back, I'm going to take a coin, but I'm not going to take the bottom coin, I'm going to take the second coin here. In order to get this coin into position, I'm going to do an edge flip again, but this time instead of going into my right hand, I'm just going to let it slide down and stick out. And it's just being pushed up by the third finger on the edge of the fan of two. And that way, if it happens under the cover of this hand, it goes right into edge grip. The opposite hand, right there. As I then grab the second coin. I pull away. As I pull away, I'm already doing, with the right hand, I'm already doing the one-handed unnest. So as this is going away, this hand does this. So for a split second, you show your hand empty, and then you start talking about the coins. I don't let them see that there are two coins here and one coin here, and you're already one ahead. So you have a coin here in edge grip, you have the coin with the shell here. I do another little feint here. I'm going to talk about how I do it at the count of three. That's 1, 2, 3. And all you're doing here is you're nesting the shell with this hand, and you're getting this coin out of edge grip. With the left hand, the coin that is concealed in edge grip, you're going to tilt this coin at the fingertips forward slightly, just forward a little bit away from you. At the same time, that second finger is going to come in and get underneath the coin in edge grip, so that it can come out slightly balanced, and so they can touch as quickly as possible. There might be a little bit of noise, but not a lot. So that's the mechanic of getting the coin out and producing it, and tilting this coin forward away from you instead of having it up and down like that. makes the addition of the coin that much faster and less audible. As that happens, the other hand has the really easy job of nesting the shell again. Now, at the same time as I do this, as I nest the coin into the shell and produce the coins over here, happens simultaneously, count of three, 1, 2, 3, I close up the fingers of both hands. Now, the reason why I do this, I want people to really be suspicious of this vanish because it's so clean. It's so clean. And I match up the hands because it allows a nice moment of doing this. Because going from here to here and then doing this, it doesn't look as good. The flow isn't quite there. But by being able to show both hands, very clean, and it's like this hand, of course it's clean. It just has 2 coins. This hand isn't concealing anything. It just gives a nice moment to the surprise of, yes, I'm very clean here. There's nothing hiding here, and there's certainly nothing hiding over here. So that's the second coin to go across. Now I'm going to steal this line from my buddy Curtis Cam. This next one can go visibly, but you're not going to like it. See, I told you. So I get in that gag that a lot of people do. The reason why I do that gag is because I really want to drive home a move that's going to come up further in a little bit later. I'm going to allow the top coin in the fan to fall down here. The main reason I'm also doing this is because I'm about to do the fingertip muscle pass, and I don't want to fingertip muscle pass a coin with a shell in it. I mean, you can, but I don't live that dangerously. And then I do the fingertip muscle pass. The muscle pass is important because, again, I have to get a nice circle here. All the energy is these fingers going forward, and the thumb pushing back towards the hand to keep those fingers in place. And again, you can see I'm pushing so hard here, you can see the blood leave the tips of my fingers. Maybe you can't see that because it's really cold in here right now, so maybe I have no blood in the tips of my fingers. But that's how much I'm really holding on, a lot of pressure here, so that when that pressure releases, the coin will fly across. Now in order to catch the coin as it's going to fly across, what I do is I balance these coins and just let them rest on my 3 fingers, the index finger, middle finger, and third finger here. And I just lean forward a little bit so that my thumb it's almost as if my thumb stays in place, and then it allows me to catch the coin, slap it down as it goes, and then immediately turn up. That's a very satisfying moment. It's a really fun moment to do. It also sets me up, that whole sequence sets me up for this next move. This is a vanish. That's a very visual vanish that my buddy Curtis Cam just completely nailed me with the first time I saw it. You're going to try to almost get a bit of retention here. And all you're doing is you're just sliding this coin behind the others. You're creating a nice little Mickey Mouse moment for yourself. From here to here. Okay, it helps with a little bit of a shake. You just do this. And because of the size of the coins, I do have to bring this third finger over a little bit, just in case I'm like sneaking out a little bit down there, so I bring the third finger down as well. So it goes right behind the other 2. When I combine this motion here with this hand catching, you get a very convincing illusion of something falling into that hand. Whoop. See the coin go there, and it works with the patter too. As I'm saying here, like if I was really magical, I would close my hand over the coin, right? From here, I have this sort of Mickey Mouse view that I'm seeing. I'm going to drop the hand down. As I drop the hand down, I'm now going to show them on this side. And what I just did was I just switched out one of the coins. So the coin that's on the bottom here, which is the coin with the shell, because if you think about it, I can't turn it up and let them look at the shell, right? So the shell coin is going to be hidden at this moment. As I turn down, my middle finger is going to just pull in just a little bit. And what happens is that, from my perspective, it looks like this. As I come down, the other 2 coins can fall square on top of that coin. So that coin is now these 2 coins are being held in position by the pinky and first finger right over the coin with the shell on it. So it allows me to display very cleanly 2 coins. I mean, that's a very convincing display of 2 coins. So they see one coin fall into the other hand, they see two coins in this hand. You close up your hand, you can immediately open your hand and show 3 coins. Now, you just made them go across, and you get to talk about what would be really magical. And for this sequence, what you're going to do is what I refer to as a push-through steal. What happens here is that I'm dropping the coins, 1, 2, 3 coins. The last one is the shell in it. As they fall into the hand, I've curled in my second and third finger. And as they fall in, it allows them to fall flat so they're perpendicular to the floor. And it also helps my middle finger to keep them square so they're pretty much ready. I mean, they could be edge gripped at any time if they needed to be. What this allows me to do now is with my thumb to just push on this stack and cause those coins to go whoop, right out in between the first and second fingers. So from the front, which is what gets concealed from the audience, is this. That happens as this hand passes in front of this one. So as the hand passes by, the coins squirt out. So as I come over, I've already curled this finger, my third finger, the finger that's going to steal the coins, into what they're going to be when they're holding the coins, into nowhere palm position. So that as I come by and the thumb pushes out, I'll turn it over here so you can see. As the thumb pushes out, the coins get fed right into nowhere palm. The thumb has to immediately come up so that when the hand continues to pass, it looks as close as it could to what it was beforehand. So to speed, 3 coins go into there, they're squared up. This hand is shown empty. I can tap this hand here. I've already done the steal. And then I can immediately now make the 3 coins go from one hand to the other, which is something no one else can do. Haha. The nice thing about this steal, by ending with the steal, is that what it allows you to do is, by talking about the difference between trick and showing the audience really good examples of real magic, you get to define what magic is for your audience. And it's going to help them appreciate what you do better. And it's also going to help them distinguish you from other performers that they might see. So controlling an audience's definition of magic is a very powerful thing, and I strongly urge you to think about it when you are performing for your audience. Thanks for watching.